everybody, Luke Hill from Addicting Sand Entertainment.
And Johnny K.
And we're here to review Suicide Squad.
It's about 12:30ish at this point. We've
actually it's almost 1.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got back from seeing the movie. Overall,
it was a great movie.
Movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see why everybody was hating on it.
Yeah. It was clear there was a lot of effort. There are problems, but it's clear there was a lot of effort put into it.
There's a lot of talent in this too.
It's very action oriented. Very good about that. Very well
done.
Yeah.
Very well done. So let's talk about some things that we had in common here. I found myself really caring for a lot of there's characters in there that you know more than DC people who just go in there like, oh, that's the Joker, that's Batman, that's the Flash. You know, people who would go, oh, I know those generic. And there's those supervillains you don't know that we talked about them before. And I found myself really liking El Diablo. His character was really well done. I really liked Katana. For as much she gave, for the short amount of time that they explained her,
they didn't
she had
explain
she just had the emotion behind everything she said to me, and that emotion was just enough to get the message clear. And that's all it needed. It
was really minimalist, short and sweet. Very sweet. So to speak.
Killer Croc was cool.
Was cool.
His makeup had a little bit of a...
Yeah, he kind of had like a sort of a bobble head thing.
Big head, little body.
Yeah.
And that comes really good with that. And I honestly like the two people I thought were going to lead this movie did. That's got to be, Harley Quinn and Deadshot. They definitely
very good.
They held the reins for this movie, and they were those characters. Will Smith, man, if you thought people lost you after Earth, you got him back with this.
Yeah,
because you definitely brought that charisma with it.
Pretty good. It was Rick Flag as well. He was a little bit off. There wasn't a lot of development with him personality-wise.
I don't know much about Rick Flag to begin with, so
yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. He didn't leave as big as an impression. I mean, he's not gonna if you have Will Smith on the screen, but
yeah, and everybody you eclipsed the sun with Will Smith, and Margot Robbie being crazier than sin. That was lovely. And
Captain Boomerang did his job well. Very good comic relief.
Very good comic relief there.
El Diablo, man, you felt for him.
Oh yeah,
whoever
the guy that played him, and I believe we still have the research over there, Johnny. Would you get that for me? Please. Thank you.
Jay Hernandez.
It was Jay Hernandez. Was. That guy deserves a fucking is it an Emmy?
Well, no, it's an Oscar, but
But he gets that dude. He gets them all.
Emmys are TV shows.
Well, I don't give a shit. He deserves them all.
A TV show. How did I do this? I was in a movie. I mean the Oscars.
Thank you.
Well, I mean the Oscars are already stupid. Anyway, every character did very good. Some characters didn't break out as well as others. Obviously, by the end of the movie, you'll know why El Diablo was pretty focused. And they did a lot of sequel bait.
They did.
They really did. And I'm honestly looking forward to it.
I would love to see a sequel. This would be cool.
Let's get to the big.
Can we, if we can, Diablo? I have to talk about just how cool he fucking was to me.
He was fucking cool. They did.
There's
great.
no. For people wanting to watch past this point, I'm not really.
Spoiler warning. All right.
Just in case.
I
want to reiterate that there really isn't any spoilers to begin with. I mean, the only thing you can spoil is who really the bad guy is. I'm not going to say it, because honestly, I just want to talk about fucking hate his last form, like his final form. You're like, he doesn't do anything for a good chunk of the movie, and you're like, well, why is he there? And then he's like, he owns that shit, he uses his powers, and...
He befittingly goes out in a blaze. He befittingly just fires up.
It's surprisingly the best fucking shit ever, and I loved it. I loved him, and I'm glad they had him, and I'm really glad. And now here's the conflict. Here really is the conflict.
Yeah,
Johnny?
Jared Leto.
He annoyed the living fucking piss out of me.
I liked it.
Johnny thinks he was fine. I thought he should have been more over the top. Johnny is right in saying that, yes, he was not the focus. But I feel like if you're gonna have Joker in your movie, even the scenes that he's not in, you don't have to make the focus on him. But you gotta have those touches to him that just shine through. And yes, I'll give him the creepiness factor. I'll give him that.
Let me do. He did have the creepiness factor. I admit that the
design of his.
The design. The grill is really the thing I want to just get rid of. But everything else about him was pretty good. And I've said this in previous reviews. When you see a movie like this, you have to think of it as a clean slate, and that they're going with it. And that can, and as you said, that works both ways. When he was really actually caring for Harley Quinn for a little bit, that was, to me, refreshing. I can see if other people find that annoying or weird. Or
I didn't find it weird.
What would you say?
I try to look at this. I love your opinions on seeing things on the outside, and that's why I love having you on the show.
Yeah.
I like seeing things when I go, at least for comic books, I like to try and relate it.
You do want them to have accuracy.
Yeah, because you can't just be like, this is DC Comics, and none of the characters have nothing to do with themselves. So
yeah, you can't. You can't have Joker peeing on Superman's dog.
You can't. It doesn't work. But that would be more Jokerish than what I felt I got with Leto. When I looked at Leto, I was like, I really wanted him to do what I thought he could do. Yeah. I think he could be over the top.
The big deal I think we have difference is relating to Harley Quinn.
And I like that he had a good relationship there.
That his deal, though, was with Harley Quinn was that he was there to make her look good. Harley Quinn is a lot more outspoken.
But we know it. But as we watch the movie, we're sitting there going, "Yeah, you didn't need to be in this movie at all. Harley Quinn can just." He
did need to be in that movie, and here's the two reasons why. One was to give Harley Quinn her background.
Yeah.
Two was to give set the tone for the craziness factor that we're dealing with, and to really show the differences. And three was to be sequel bait.
Yeah.
Three was to be gigantic.
Here's the thing I felt about your second thought about the craziness factor.
Yeah.
If you took the Joker out of it, you still knew she was nutso. She did that. Margot Robbie, another Oscar, goes to her for being the fucking looniest hot chick I've ever had the biggest crush on after this movie. If I get a poster, I'm sorry, it's you, 4 days a week.
You'll see it behind you. But anyway,
I'll be on the wall.
Yeah. But here's my deal with the craziness factor that I don't think you're getting. If you put them two in the room, and if you have never seen the movie before in the room, okay, you never seen the movie before. You know Joker, Harley Quinn's in there. Okay, never seen the movie, and then you just look at them and then you just saw them on the poster. You just be like, oh, that's a crazy boy. Oh, that's a crazy guy. I mean, what the fuck? Oh, that's a crazy woman. Oh, that's a crazy guy. After we've seen the movie, we can say what's different about them. Harley's a lot more outspoken. She's a lot more active than Joker.
I like her.
Joker's a lot more thoughtful. Joker's a lot more methodical. You see those subtle differences. You don't see them enough because Joker's sequel bait.
If you want to, I'll be willing to do this. I'd be willing to change my opinion if he's in another movie in DC. Because it seems like they have this DC, and they did a lot of crossovers in that. We'll talk about that in just a second. Yeah, if he's in another one and he looks at this and goes, "What I feel like he just didn't take enough from the comics." And I am a comic person. Like I love DC Comics, I love Marvel, and I love them, and I love those stories. And I want to see him go more grand. I understand the focus is not in this movie. But if he makes another movie, if he's in another one,
he has to be flamboyant.
He's got to be very in there.
I agree. If you're doing sequel,
get rid of the bling, get rid of the tattoos, make him like he's got recovery. Maybe he didn't like him. I don't fucking know. He's a Joker. I'd drive him back in the Ace Chemical vat for all I care. But make him more grand. Make him more over the top. Make him I felt like when he was in the movie, he should have been over the top. And then, then you go, oh, yeah, that's classic. Okay, back to the movie. I didn't have to have the focus on him, but when he was in there, I wanted more of him.
I did. Well, yeah, because he's sequel bait. That's what he is, and it's. I don't agree with you that he wasn't over the top when he needed to be because of one scene. I granted you there wasn't that many scenes with him, but that one scene with the black guy, and you just feel the tension as Harley Quinn's enter, and then Joker is backing her up. It's tension building, and just the way he talks, that's what they're probably going to focus on. I think
I would rather see a more over-the-top Joker. Now, that's not to say he can't do it. I think I've seen 30 Seconds to Mars music videos. Hell yeah, I think he can do over the top.
Yeah.
I think he needed to do it more.
Yeah.
And that's just me. And if it changes in the future, I'll be willing to say, okay, now I can see where they were going here, and now I'm seeing this.
Yeah.
But until that happens, I'm keeping with the opinion that he should have been more. Does I think he can't do it? No. I absolutely think he can do it. But I want to see him do it more. Right. I know this. I see this guy work his butt off in other things. I want to see him do it here.
Okay.
You want to say you can take makeup and put him on anybody and call him the Joker, but you gotta own that shit.
Yeah.
You know, you look at Jack Nicholson. He owned that shit. You look at Ledger. He owned that shit.
And that's really a good thing with him is the subtlety of Ledger. He doesn't have the subtlety of Ledger. He doesn't have the overtopness of Nicholson. He's somewhere in that middle.
And if you're gonna do a middle, and that needs to be, and I understand the weaknesses of the performance of Heath Ledger's Joker, but I understand its strengths as well. Same as Jack Nicholson.
Same as anybody. All right, so we both agree. We have to wait for a sequel.
Yeah, I guess
we're both going to be just poignant for a freaking sequel.
Yep. The crossovers I want to mention, they did have Batman. I mean, you saw that in the trailers. He's in there. And Ben Affleck, man, he's back. Batfleck's back. Batfleck is back. I called him that in the last review, and you didn't laugh at it that hard. But
I forgot.
And then they had
he was very straightforward. He wasn't a focus, so what could you do?
But he was cool to see.
He was cool to see.
But I mean, it makes sense because you have to have him in some of those backstories, you know, especially with the Joker.
It was very good backstories with him.
And then the Flash.
The Flash.
That's the one you didn't see coming. Yeah, and he's there for Boomerang, but
Boomerang, dear God.
Well, that makes sense because he's in the comics.
Well, I'm just not saying Boomerang, dear God. I'm saying Boomerang. He was a character.
He was weird. He was
weird.
Funnier and shit.
All right, so little nitpicks with the movie. The pacing was weird.
It was weird. It was definitely not as bad as Batman vs. Superman.
No,
they improved on that. My biggest thing were there were some plot holes I would love to bring up to your discussion.
Really?
Okay, first off, if this is happening, and I understand this is a Suicide Squad movie and it focuses on them, but you have to think in the long run. You would think that the Flash would be like, oh shit. Batman's like, oh shit. And you think they'd get there as quick as possible to stop that. And I understand.
I've been thinking about that, and I was wondering if they were going to tie that into the Justice League movie.
And that's what I thought too. Because they made it look. As you're watching the movie, you'll go, oh, maybe this problem's happening here. And that, you see the Justice League, and they don't really give you a clear indication of what's going on there. But maybe there's that.
Well, you don't see you don't see the Justice League. Let's not.
Well, you don't see the Justice League. That's true. But I'm just saying, like, you can see where
they
maybe
opportunities,
but they didn't do it, and I'm glad that they didn't. It had a really good resolution to the movie.
Yeah.
And I can see where they could do it, and then. But that's that's the biggest plot hole. Where the fuck are they the entire time? Where's fucking Batman?
Yeah.
Where's hell?
Yeah, well, they weren't put in Gotham at the end.
They were put in Midway City.
Midway City, yes.
And I understand, but Flash could be there in the...
You think the Mortal Kombat's their greatest exploit?
I don't know. Midway.
Yeah, but
I just...
There were pacing issues. There were timing issues. I remember very early in the move, like they skipped, and there was just this weird time gap.
I have one more plot hole for you, though.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What's up?
Why the fuck didn't if the fucking Enchantress in the fight, they're fighting the Enchantress, and she finally goes enough and pulls her weapons away. The fuck did she not do that at first for? If she had the opportunity to do that, she should have done.
That was my first thought too.
Come on!
It was just action. It was just
think. You want to get a cool action sequence, fine, but make it make fucking sense.
Yeah, oh my god, that was really, really weird part. But then there was plot holes they covered up. I really get tired when movies do that. Amanda Waller is strung up, then she's okay, and then the movie asks,
I love it, but they made fun of that. It's like, how the fuck are you still alive?
But acknowledging it doesn't mean that you get a pass on it.
That's true.
And the movie keeps.
Here's another one. Okay, so
doing it.
So Killer Croc goes in with this guys to grab this thing that's underwater.
Oh yeah.
You really did not see him do anything. He's just, I'm going with you, and now I'm back.
Yeah, another guy stood off the charge.
Yeah, he didn't do it.
He didn't. Well, he was like fighting one guy.
They were all fighting, but I understand. But you never, even in that scene, I didn't see him.
Yeah, it makes me. It sadly makes
Maybe
me
he was
think,
going after a fish.
Yeah.
Detour fish!
It really sadly makes me think that there's going to be an ultimate edition of this, too, because there are just weird cuts.
There are weird cuts.
Pacings.
There's,
like there
like I
was
said, it is damn near not as bad.
No,
as
it is not as bad.
And I'm
I
grateful
think
for
they're just
that.
going to have I retract that statement. It actually makes me think that they're going to have a lot of deleted scenes.
There might be deleted scenes. That would make sense, and that's okay. You know, you can have that for a movie. But
all right, so we're getting kind of all on time here. So do we have anything extra? We're pacing. Okay, the pacing was good. All the actors were good. Did we talk about?
Katana, Chantress.
Just give me the damn card. What the fuck are you doing?
The research team, we resurrected him. He's now a Franken researcher. Oh yeah, I guess we can mention this. It's not really fucking anything real worthwhile. So I mean, like, goodbye, research.
We might cut that out.
I'm not cutting that out. That's fine.
Yeah, but let me see. We got.
It's like a
we got
10-minute
everybody.
long bleep.
Yeah, really. Yeah. Oh, Amanda Waller. Her performance was astounding.
Oh yeah, she was Amanda Waller.
She was. Yeah, she was. She was Amanda Waller. Rick Flag is the only one that I felt was a little bit flat.
Maybe sequel bait.
Maybe.
Give it more. I just.
Oh, and the Enchantress. We didn't talk about the Enchantress. She was great.
She was
Those
great.
special effects were amazing. The hands coming. Oh my god,
and then
that
just the
sent
flips
chills on my
over.
spine. I farted. It was bad.
Oh, God.
It was great.
Good thing I wasn't sitting next to you. We had to actually split up. There were so many people in the theater,
Yeah.
which was really cool. And
you should be one of those people in the theater.
Seriously,
Yeah.
go check this out. It's definitely a recommendation. It's definitely an upgrade from what they've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
If you've heard anything saying that it's bad, I don't.
It's debatable or it's exaggerated at best.
Yeah, I think
apart
the
from
biggest
ours,
thing
yeah.
I heard was that like the beginning was like all flashback. I'm like, but you kind of need that. The way that they structured
it's
that.
true. They did character introductions, so it technically is flashback, but it was character introductions.
And
Why should you care about this character? Here it is. Why should you care?
I liked how they did it in that format where it was all the. That's another thing I want. There's one thing I want to do.
Like stats.
No, not the stats.
No, not the
It
stats.
was the colors.
Oh,
They
yeah.
had all these colors,
It was
these
very bright, yeah.
neons and very flashy colors that they would use in certain scenes just to represent. And that's a good representation. Is a lot of these colors and these bright neons. You know.
That's us in a nutshell, folks. Analytical analysis, character representation, and colors.
Everything a 10-year-old boy would love. But parents, please don't be that asshole that took your kid that was right behind me. Fucking A. This was a PG-13. There was no reason for a kid to be in here. If you watched the trailers, you saw the soundtrack. That's what our researchers trying to yell at us about right now. Is like, the soundtrack.
Oh yeah, the soundtrack was good.
It was a good soundtrack, but you
song.
heard all those songs in the damn trailer.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you didn't hear House of the...
That House of the Rising
House
Sun,
of
that
the
was
Rising
true.
Sun. And I don't recall the Rolling Stones song when Amanda Waller came in about the devil. A Sympathy for the Devil. That's awesome. That was so fitting. Alright, so we're kind of pressed for time here. So to summarize, it's a good movie. There are kind of problems that make you feel really weird. Their performances are debatable, but otherwise interesting, and which means you have to go see it.
Yep, go definitely check it
right
out.
now.
Yeah. Whenever you get a moment. It's not as...
Wait, there's showings in... Okay.
There's showings going on. Just definitely go check it out.
But
This is from two guys who just love comic movies and love seeing movies. It was really good. And I know we seem like we've had a string, so I feel like we have to break this soon enough. All the movies we said go see so far. We need to have a bad movie. We need to. We need to have one shitty movie, unfortunately. Maybe we'll do something else about it. But until that time, guys, I'm Lucas Hill from Addicting Sand Entertainment.
I'm Johnny K.
And we'll see you all next time.